Alright, we are recording. The beginning of this video will be choppy because I am rendering a video. Yeah, I can see it stuttering right now. So this will be stuttery. I apologize. I'll try to make the updates short. What we're doing right now is updating the witch killing floors. So I think I'm going to hop in and help you guys. Are you removing bedrock right now?
No, we were just finishing the very first one.
Okay. Actually, no, I take that back completely. I think I would rather just work on the ice streams in the storage room so that you guys are going somewhere with this. And
Why are you in flying mode frozen
oh
frame?
man, my
Hello,
computer is being hammered. I'm rendering a video, downloading a backup, recording this in 1080p, playing on a server that is already laggy, and I'm recording in 1080. I just said that. So yeah, it's going pretty bad right now. So here's something I never thought about. With Jump Boost 2, you can just you can jump high enough to quite easily just activate your Elytra and fly off. I don't know why I never thought of that. This might be a little weird, but it is surprising actually how happy I am to report to you guys that I'm actually getting something done. Because the last couple episodes, I guess 3 of them have just been talky, but right now I'm just putting in the ice streams. I think Viral, no, he's AFK as usual. So he's AFK doing, oh, you know what? Yeah, he left. But he's AFK right now. He was right there, actually putting in the filter items. So that's kind of the next step. He made a comment that this thing was almost done, and just for YouTube purposes, I guess I'm going to reiterate that it is not. We still have these ice streams, of course, to make the items kind of, this is like the guts, it really does need to happen. It's important, of course, to get the items moving around. And then all of these filters here need to be sortable with items on top, or else they're useless. I'm saying this as a fact, but I mean, when you build something like this, you really got to keep track of everything that's going on. I mean, everything. So, yeah, we're just putting in the filter items now. And then once I get these ice streams hooked up, I should be able to, quite literally, in fact, just plug in the witch farm. Once all the streams are done, then I'll know exactly the right point, probably over there, it's lagging hard because I'm rendering, over there to put in the elevator for the witch hut loot, and then we will be collecting the items unlike right now. But that's in the future. I'm going to continue working on this.
When I first started playing Minecraft, I used to watch EFO basically a lot. And you know how we always used to joke about his villagers brewing potions? I thought villagers could actually brew potions when I first started playing, which was like years ago. Did nobody else actually buy into that?
Buy into what? Brewing potions?
Villagers brewing potions when EFO used to troll people with it.
Never once.
I always thought they did. Like, I was a noob, and it was like 3 or 4 years ago now. And then when I used to watch EFO, always used to talk to his villagers about brewing potions. I was like, oh my god, how's he making do
You
that?
used to watch who?
EFO.
Etho. Oh.
EFO.
Actually, I remember that system where you had the villagers just sitting there and stuff.
Yeah, and it was the dispenser system.
That's actually kind of funny.
I used to thought they'd brewed it for him. I genuinely did. I was like, how does he do that? And I searched it up on Google, and it was like, this is just a troll which EFO uses. I was like, no.
Wait, you searched it up on Google and enough people had been fooled by it to where there's actually a post somewhere?
I found a forum post where people were saying that it was a troll by EFO, yeah.
That's, yeah. Wow, how to really know your fan base is 12-year-old. How old were you at the time?
14, 15.
No, never mind. No more excuses for you. That's just embarrassing.
It was when I first started playing.
Alright. I'll save you. I have an idea to pitch. So imagine if you played Minecraft and you didn't save any items that couldn't be like produced by a farm. So like every farm, like like the really fast mob farms would just go straight into lava. So anytime you ever needed to use bone meal or anything, you had to go to the farm directly. And that would be like the best incentive ever to make seriously incredibly fast farms.
True.
I don't know. I thought that would be an interesting idea. So there was a point where I was really confused as to why somebody put the beacon in the corner of this ice stream. This is super laggy. I am sorry. But I realized that there's a dropper here for the ice streams, or for the elevators. But if we swap that out for a different elevator, it would even be able to handle more items and it wouldn't block the beacon. But just an idea.
Goes.
Please, Daniel, tell me an interesting story.
So I used to be on a server.
So let's talk about why we're at spawn. The server was having some massive lag issues, and it was almost unplayable. And as it turns out, when we turned off the iron farm, everything kind of got better. Not, yeah, no, it's pretty much great. I was gonna say not great, but yeah, it's better. So it's going to the right. So it's at about 36 villages. I'm not, I don't see any golems in there from up here. Okay, alright. Let's just hop into spectator. This is easier. So, alright, so there are golems dying in here. Looks like it's working. I'm not really sure what was wrong with the iron farm. I mean, we had been running it at 192 villages for a very long time, very smoothly, but, yeah, I guess we turned it off, and then everything kind of went fine from there. But, because recently it was being super laggy, I don't know why it was, but hopefully when this rebuilds itself back to 192 villages, we'll be producing plenty of iron, and it'll be not as laggy as before, even though before it wasn't even that bad. If I've successfully confused you, then leave a like. Let's play another little game of finding a crafting table. Man, I am just done this out. Do that for the chicken farm that's not even running. Okay, there's one chicken. Fuck me. Okay. Let's play another little game of one-click crafting being amazing. I just saved myself hours. Also, just as like an added little thing, oh shit. I'm going to try and fly all the way to the witch huts using only my Elytra. So I've got flight duration 1 rockets, and that's why I'm at spawn getting paper, because we are completely out of flight duration 3 rockets. So I'm gonna make more, because that's what you do when you're out of stuff. So there is a big render of the server. If I can get a picture from ProNoob, I'll put it in here. I believe the witch huts are right this way. I might be totally wrong, but at some point in the future, I should, yes, find the edge of a perimeter, which will connect. Wait for it. Wait for it. Over to the witch hut perimeter. Nice. Who needs the nether? I've got an elytra. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay, my recording is freezing right now, but the chunks weren't loading and I almost ran straight into the. Imagine if you could have flight duration infinity, like you just said, Delusion. Like, imagine just putting in stacks and stacks and stacks of gunpowder. It's like, yeah, this one firework rocket took me 64 stacks of gunpowder, but it can get me from here to the edge of the world in 17 days of travel. That would be awesome to have like flight duration.
Well, your Elytra would break, but yeah.
Over 9,000. Why are you such a yet?
Not yet.
Hooray!
Okay, let's not clear it.
Yay!
Well, yeah, he has.
I do not know how many times I have said this on the channel or to you guys on Discord, but I always say, I guarantee you, anytime we ever use dragon eggs, somebody is going to right-click them. Well, case in point. I have already recorded the end of this video, but I was just playing on the server, and it looks like the dragon egg came down here. So, that's the follow-up on that story. Somebody tried to help by covering this in iron. Well, thanks, but no thanks. I have amazing news! The Ruby Castle... No, Ruby... What am I calling that? Ruby Center Episode 7 has been rendered and is already uploaded to YouTube, but you can't watch it until the day before this video's out. Okay, I'll think on that later.
How will I ever live?
But
You build
the
it in
amazing
Minecraft?
news for the channel that I'm recording right now is that there will be no more stuttering throughout this video, because the entire time I've been rendering, which is now the 3rd time I've mentioned that this video, but if you haven't noticed yet, it is going to be nice. So, back to our regular scheduled programming. Alright, we're doing this live, Zed. So he designed Elytra wings for me personally.
Designed.
Didn't you design them?
I did, but I mean, like, it just seems like a. I don't know.
Yeah, you did design them. You're an artist now.
I'm an artist.
Oh no, where are my rockets? Alright, so I'm trying them out for the first time. Live on camera. They kind of fit my skin. I don't know. They're a little darker.
They're the texture of the front of your skin, which I noticed
Oh.
after doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, they should probably be the texture of the back of my skin.
Yeah, considering they're on your back, that could help.
Which would
yeah.
even be better because the back of my skin is a sky. You know, actually,
Ah.
I should do this on camera. Those of you who might have never noticed, my skin is Redstone Day and Night. Oh, isn't that the cutest thing? Ah, I love this skin. When I found this, I just jumped in joy. Like, I was like, this is the perfect Redstone skin because I wanted a skin that kind of reflected the idea that I was a more technical Redstone-oriented player. But I didn't want one of those stupid Redstone block skins or the cliche thing that all the Zip Crowd members have.
Hold on. Let me get something. Keep talking.
But when I found this, it was like, it just looked really nice. And it was really original, and it was a pun, which is just the best. Because it's Redstone Day and Night, because I do Redstone Day and Night, which is true. And of course the hand, which is the only part that you ever really see, it's a nice color. I never mind it. It's kind of like just a sky, and it looks really nice. So now I've got Zed's resource pack here, Zed's Elytra, which he's editing right now. By the way, the little mini item should also reflect this.
The mini item? Oh, yeah, I know.
And I've got a corn dog, which is a work in progress. But I will record the next clip, or the next time that Zed updates this color scheme. I am here to announce that the sorting system for the bulk storage of redstone is done. That's the worst way to put it. The sorters and indicator lights for the redstone mass crafting system is done. Yeah. And it looks the same because it's just wiring in the back. Next would be, because remember I'm trying to complete these ice streams, so I need to actually get everything in place, you know? So next would be storage for that crap. I still gotta label it. And then the whole crafting system for TNT, which is not even built. And then that needs to somehow come all the way around here, probably just into an elevator. I'll do a typical TDL elevator just so that it can handle any amount of items. And then it'll come up here, which I don't know the best way to get it into this this system here, because it's going to enter into one of these sides. Probably over there would be best. I'm not sure. But yeah. And then it'll all be good from there. This whole circuit back here, that everything I've just shown, should be all that's needed to store literally everything that the witch farms produce. So that'll be all set.
Well, the only thing that comes to mind is a giant pineapple. So
Alright,
not
quiet.
very well.
So this is a proper color scheme, Zed.
Ah.
I like this a lot. Okay, really, Daniel? The mic?
I didn't know. I started to tap my head. That's what.
Alright, let's give her a flight. I realize now that rockets in my hand actually helps. That standing on top here. Ooh, let's get the night sky in here. Alright, let's go right on top of the sorting system. No! Close enough. I like that a lot.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than the regular Elytra wings. I mean, I guess. Like, it's kind of cool sometimes. Alright, so let's take a look at this crafting system. For those of you who don't know, I have speed crafting systems on my channel. Link in the description. And this is one of them for TNT. So this is actually a modification of the original design. I'm going to go in spectator mode just to speed this up. The original design looks something like that. Well, this is the version 2, but this is what we had. And this is just laid out horizontally. I quite like it. There's a hopper synchronizer at the top so that all of the dispensers or the droppers actually get filled in at the exact same rate. So all of these chests will have 32 and 38. Every single one of them, because they're all synchronized. Same with the sand. Now, I haven't explained how this works. So basically, when you flip this lever, this one might actually be operational. It will dispense everything you need to craft a stack of TNT. If I clear my inventory, it'll give you exactly everything. Now, of course, this is not limited to TNT. This can be whatever 2-ingredient item you want. And there are modifications to these kinds of systems to make it any kind of ingredient. I have actually synchronized this. You can see there are two of these 8 pulse thingers here. These go off at the same time in this configuration because um, with one-click crafting, this is much easier. So you can just stand here, grab your items, and be on your way. So that's a lot nicer personally, but those were meant to stagger to make it easier without any kind of mod assistance, which is totally fine. This is the exact same thing, but they're stacked on top of each other. So all of these hoppers up here and down here are synchronized, and the items would, okay, so this is actually relevant to what we're doing. The item stream on the world that, on the survival world, will be coming in through here. We'll need some kind of height. Okay, so this is why I wanted to lay this out. What it's looking like from here is the items would need to come into, this isn't even where that would be, that's wrong, would have to come up as high as they can. Maybe I'll even loop that around over here, maybe not. And then it would need to drop down over here, and then it makes some kind of crazy loop, because the input would be from up here. I'm thinking of using this elevator, or even better, maybe this elevator. So the witch loot would be coming up from this one here, directly opposite of the first elevator where the items go up. This could actually work, because then it'd come up from here, it could loop from here, go over the highest ones, and then kind of work its way down from there. I'm not sure exactly, but right now I'm focused on this crafting system. So the white circuit here will be for sand, the other one would be for gunpowder. So in each and every one of these hoppers, you would have, let me just demonstrate real quick, something like gunpowder in one slot and then TNT in another. And then this can be as full as you want it to be. It doesn't really matter, because all that matters is once all of these hoppers are full, the very last hopper in the chain, which would be this one, when that's filled, it will begin to sort. And that unlocks all of the hoppers at once. So that will be a nice system, and this is what I got to do to build it. I've just had this realization. I was about to start building this thing, and I needed light, so I was using glowstone, or I was about to use glowstone. And then I realized, oh my god, we actually have sea lanterns on the server. And this is
Yeah,
such a
there's
big
some in
deal to
there.
me right now. Because I
It's
have
very-
been... Can you just fucking mute yourself, Zed? Because I've been ignoring, like, not ignoring, but putting off using sea lanterns in the builds this entire time. Because I've just gotten used to the idea that we don't have a Guardian Farm be rending her.
Fear.
And the Guardians are falling. Because I'm the only one on the server, because I don't have friends. Are there any crafted down here?
No, there's crafted in the storage area in the like the main, in the BB sensor.
I don't
Pineapple, I
even-
found a base skin for you, but I'm gonna work off of it.
I don't even know how to... What's the best way to... No, don't drop these on the ground. Shit.
Pineapple, what color hair do you have?
Oh, I keep hitting... Alright, I got it. Alright, so those watching will be witnessing the first time I've ever crafted sea lanterns with one-click crafting. Oh my god, I have literally crafted, for those watching, probably, I think it was over 70,000 sea lanterns by dragging and dropping. And I never ever want to craft sea lanterns that way again. It is excruciating. But now I don't have to. So that was awesome. Even without one-click crafting, you'd still want to like use one of my speed crafting systems. Like in the last one I showed the TNT. And that configuration, why it was all light blue and everything, is because that was ripped out of our Guardian farm on the previous season of Minerva, where we had a speed crafting system for sea lanterns, and it was really, really nice. I used it over 100,000 sea lanterns, so I can vouch for it. So I've just tried swapping out these wooden planks with sea lanterns, and I really gotta admit, I kind of like the blue and white tint it gives. I know Ruby would probably, or Rubix would probably be bitching at me right now if he saw this, but I don't know, because it's mostly white, and I like sea lanterns a lot. We do have glowstone underneath there, so maybe it would be good to swap that out for just solid sea lanterns. Actually, let's try that. Okay, that doesn't actually look too bad at all. I don't know if I'd actually do this. I don't know if I really love it as I'm running by, but just to light this place up more, I'm going to entertain the idea. Maybe just solid glowstone. That's actually, I like that better. It matches a lot nicer. Perhaps I'll do that in the future. I don't know, it was just an idea. Okay, that's it. That was a creeper explosion. I am done. I am going to light this whole fucking thing up if it is the last thing. Alright, let's check out the progress from today. I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here because really literally in this exact moment I'm talking to Daniel on the server and he's just got me all, he's got the member berries flowing with Call of Duty and I'm going to go play that. But the crafting system is in place here and looking at the schematic, I've still got printer mode on. Let's turn that off, do it full. Head to spectator mode. So it turns out that this sorter here is going to be pretty much the highest point with the block of ice to be on the comparator or on the left here. So they'll probably be coming up from this elevator, either going over that one or over here. And then I can easily modify this ice stream to come in right immediately here, go over here, and instead of dropping down to the next level, it can just loop around, and then I can have it drop down over here. And then it'll all work the same way. I'll move these comparators around so that it works, and it'll be totally fine. But it's actually been a pretty long day because I had to... It was busy. But I think we made decent progress. The sorting system's almost completely functional. I'm going to continue this Ruby Hut series. They've been getting less views than my other Minerva logs, which I kind of get. But I can imagine that it might be the thumbnail. People might think this is a series and they need to start from episode 1. But that's by no means true. If you've noticed, I've been watching these videos that I'm trying to keep this like my regular kind of videos where we're just messing around, hanging out, doing whatever it is we're doing that day. But they've all just got the underlying theme that at some point we are working on the sorting system. And so far it looks amazing. It's not quite functional, but it's almost there. And I think the last Ruby Center episode will be all of these chests in the middle completely removed, this entire thing cleaned up, every block is placed, every sorter filled, everything is functional, spawn proof, and ready to use. And that is when I'll be able to completely call this done. But of course that won't be the end of anything for you guys. It'll still be the same videos, just different thumbnails. But that's going to be the end of this video for me. I'm going to go play some Modern Warfare 3.